Hey there, this is Adam Street coming at you this Thursday. You know, I'm excited. I just opened up this Facebook page, I Empower Entrepreneurs, or Facebook/ I Empower Entrepreneurs, or however that whole thing works out. But I was still working on my website that's going to be more so centered towards the entrepreneur and some of the struggles we go to and sharing resources and that type of thing. But while that's still going, I just said, you know, let me go ahead and maybe start a Facebook page or do some blogging that way just to kind of get the ball rolling. And then once that website's developed and finished, then we'll kind of take it from there. Some of the videos that I had done already, I haven't transferred over from, you know, my old YouTube. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But in the meantime, I brought over the cash flow and gasoline video that I had done. And so I put that one there, but the rest of them for now, I don't know if they're coming over or not, but whatever. I was thinking about that video because it made me think of something, and it's something that I want to share with you that I share with my students and different people. And that's the difference is why I empower entrepreneurs, why I preach entrepreneurism versus as a job. And it's literally two different philosophies and just two schools of thought altogether. So for example, like I would ask my students in class, okay, I'd write one on the board and I would say, okay, if you work a job and you want to make more money, what can you do? What are your options? And we would go over things like you can work more hours, you know, overtime, you can maybe get promoted, you could get a second job. It's very linear and it just always requires you working harder to make more money. Whether it's getting an additional job, working more hours at your job, you just don't have the options you have as an entrepreneur. In that video, I made an analogy with me doing caricature and how I run my caricature business. It's much easier if you have, let's say if you have not even a restaurant, you could have a snow cone booth, but all of a sudden if you sell snow cones, but then you want to sell Snickers at your snow cone booth, that's another way that you can make money without necessarily working harder and, you know, having multiple streams of income where you can do that type of thing with. If you're a photographer, you know, and you could possibly sell printing services. I have a student who had a t-shirt company where he had his own screen printer. He could do for example, set up a contract with someone who does embroidery so he could make overrides on something like that. Just, you're not limited to anything that you want to do when it comes to owning your own businesses and doing those things. But when you're an employee, there's really not much. And if your manager doesn't like you, you really don't have a whole lot you can do. Or if your company's in a downsizing mode, you know, you just don't have the options you have on this side of the fence. Does it take a little bit more? Yeah, because over here in entrepreneurism, I say it's based on creativity. Whatever you can come up with in your mind is the only limit that you have. And it's a lot easier to be creative and add more to what you're doing already than trying to do something additional that you're not. So, it's Adam Street. The best time to live your dream is right now. Have a good one.